Hi friends, I hope everybody is doing fine. Today I would be just discussing about the next law of attraction, that's the law of correspondence. If you believe in the law of attraction, you need to understand this universal law, that is the law of correspondence. This law says, as it is on the inside, so shall be on the outside. In other words, your outside world is reflecting back to you exactly as you are on the inside. Your outside world corresponds with the thoughts, beliefs, and feelings you hold on the inside. Your friends, your job, your situation is all a reflection of who you are on the inside. This concept is very hard for some people to understand. Most people want to blame everyone else for their lives, but the truth is, you and you alone create your world. If you have crappy friends, it's because deep down you believe those are the friends you deserve, and you too are probably a crappy friend. If this hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but it is the cold hard facts which I am trying to just explain to you. Make a wish list, write down that things you want and you want to be like. For example, I want good friends, I want my lovely relation with others, I want this job, I want promotion, I want increment, I want to be rich, and countless other things. It's a wonderful thing, but surely after a short time of this list, you will be get everything one by one. As it is on the inside, so shall it be on the outside. The law of correspondence states that what you hide on the inside reflects in your outside world. The outside corresponds with the inside. It also says that if you don't like the world in which you are living, it's up to you and only you to change it. So take a hard, good look at the world around you and ask yourself, what is it about you that is presenting these people and the situations in your life? The law of correspondence tells us that our outer world is nothing more than a reflection of our inner world, as within, so without. This is an extraordinary principle and really says that our current reality is a mirror of what is going on inside us. If our outer reality is unhappy, chaotic, or unfulfilling, it is a direct result of what is happening inside us. If we have low self esteem, feel badly about ourselves, or constantly feel anger, hatred, then our outside world will be a place of chaos just to show you what you are projecting. The truly sad thing is that it becomes a self perpetuating situation and we feel bad about ourselves and our outer world is unhappy. The worse the outer world becomes, the worse we then feel about ourselves, which has a direct impact on our reality. To escape from this trap, it is critical to shift your paradigm. Nothing in our outside lives can change without first making changes on the inside. In fact, the basis for all self help is exchanged from the inside out. I would like to quote Mitch Behan, who says that all transformation is an inside job. It does not matter one bit what we change on the outside. If we haven't done the work to change on the inside, our reality will continue to evolve so that it is a reflection of our inner beliefs and world. In all cases, our outer world reflects our inner world in every way, shape, and form. If we desire change in our outside world, we must first change our inner world and our thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. Stated another way, our current situation is a direct result of the way we think. If we want to shift our paradigm, then we must change the way we think. One of my favorite quotes is from Wayne Dyer, who says, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change automatically." This quote is the basis of my work, and I'm not empowering positive thinking, but what I mean with this reference is our unconscious lopsided perceptions are the cause this chaos happens in our lives. We have total and complete control over only one thing in life, and that is our thinking. It is not until we change our thought patterns to focus on what it is truly we desire that we can effect meaningful and lasting change. This is difficult for most people to accept, as blaming others for the things that are wrong in our lives has become a common practice. Let's face it, it is much easier on our egos to blame someone else for what is wrong in our lives than it is to accept the responsibility. The truly wonderful thing is that by taking control of our minds and thinking, we can take control over all other aspects of our life. This is the key to personal fulfillment and balance. By focusing specifically on what it is that we truly desire, and by eliminating all thoughts of what we don't want, we can begin to shape, mold, and build our lives to our own specifications. There are some strategies on what you can do to make certain changes in your lives. These three things that I would just discuss that you can start doing immediately, that will help you to begin to build the life you desire. The first one is to take a hard and objective look at your current reality. It can be your career, your relationships, your health, your financial situation. Just ask yourself this question: how are my inner thoughts and attitudes being reflected in my outer world? If you have someone that you don't like and they display a behavior that just gets on your nerves, ask yourself, where do I do What do I do to change that behavior in my life and haven't owned it about myself? All humans have the same behaviors and traits, and the ones that trigger us in other people are merely the suppressed ones that we haven't owned and accepted. The second one is take full responsibility for whatever is happening in your life, be it good or bad. Begin today by making the choice to change your thinking. When you blame, you are empowering someone or something else in life and leaving out the most important things, and that is you. You cannot call it as selfishness, but it is called self worth, self love. So, first, you have to go within yourself to make your outside world also as good as your inside. Thirdly, begin to visualize the world that you truly desire and focus your thoughts on this. Ask yourself this question: in order to achieve this outer world, what changes will I need to make internally? Whatever the required changes, take action today to start making them. If you have trouble, get some help. You are not here to just exist. You are here to live your life fully. Understanding the law of correspondence is the first step towards taking control of your life. If you want positive change, look inside first and remember, change the quality of your thoughts and you will change the quality of your life. If you consciously believe that you have the ability to achieve your goals and you can hold a picture of those goals clearly in your mind long enough and hard enough, eventually your outer world will correspond with it. There are three places where we see the law of correspondence. First of all, your outer world of people will correspond exactly with your own attitude. You will always see your attitude reflected back to you in the faces and the behaviors of the people around you. If you have a positive, optimistic attitude, people will respond to you almost immediately, even before you open your mouth, in a positive and cheerful way. The second area where we see the law of correspondence is in your relationships. Your relationships will always mirror back to you exactly the kind of a person you are. When you are happy and optimistic and at peace, your relationships will be happy and harmonious and loving. But when your thinking is distracted or negative for any reason, consciously or unconsciously, that will be immediately reflected in your relationships. The third place you see the law of correspondence is with regard to your wealth. Your external world of wealth and financial accomplishments will be a mirror image of your inner world of preparation. The only part of the equation that you can control is your conscious thoughts, and if you can keep your conscious thoughts on what you want, on your images of wealth and affluence, eventually your external world of reality and experiences will reflect it back to you. Here are two things you can do to apply these principles in your financial life. First, guard your thoughts carefully. Whatever you think about, combined with the emotions of desire or fear, you will attract in your life. Be sure that you are attracting what you want by continuing to think only what you want. Second, keep feeding your mind with new information, ideas, and pictures of the person you want to be and the life you want to live. By creating this inner attitude of mind, you change the outer aspects of your reality. Try writing out your goals in the present tense as if you have them now when you're happy with the way they sound. Record them onto your personal audio tape and play the tape over as often as you can. This will bring your goals to fruition and bring a deeper meaning to your subconscious, and just watch mountains move in your life. Thank you.